So the penny stocks I'm going to share with you guys today, you definitely want to have on your radar. And the last one you're going to want to stick around for because it is a meme stock that has exploded north of 10x in its recent run. And the steam does not look like it's over. Even if it's pulled back just a bit, this looks like it has a lot more potential because of the amount of shorts that are getting squeezed out of their positions and how fast and parabolical their moves have been. And in the last videos, we have talked about penny stocks that have jumped up anywhere from 30 to 50% plus days after, right? Because of the setup or news that was following with these stocks. Now, in today's volatility, if you trade options, you're definitely going to want to know about our 42 vision indicator because the SPY sent out a bear indicator here at the open since 9:35 a.m. You could see it here, sending it out directly to our Discord, and then it sent a bull indicator later, and it's jumped up nearly $1 since. But the one from this morning was pretty strong, and if you equip it with the extra layer of confirmation of what we look for with our 15-minute bear indicator as well, and having everything aligned with the inflow versus outflows, you can maximize on opportunities within the volatility, guys. And the move was so big today, it dropped back down to support levels here from Monday, and it's trying to bounce there. So that's actually a technical level of inflow to not ignore. But put options went up over 200% plus today alone, guys. And this is something you can get equipped with. And it's not just the SPY. You can also see here Tesla sent out a bear indicator as well on the 15-minute and then also on the 5-minute there right after the open at 9:50 a.m. And we can pull up Tesla here so you could see it, that 9:50 a.m. bear indicator sent directly to the Discord, and put options went up nearly 100% plus, guys. If you guys want to get equipped with this strategy and get equipped with the knowledge and everything that I break down about 42 vision and receive the clarity and edge through the volatility of the markets, whether stocks are going up or going down, check out the link down below in the description and top pinned comment. We look forward to getting you connected and having you join us. The first penny stock here is AREB stock. This stock has been slowly pushing up after hours since yesterday from 126 to highs there of 188. And then today in the pre-market, it found support above 150, and it's been ranging up and down like a volatile penny stock, jumping up nearly 30-40 cents and then coming right back down, finding support, and then jumping another 30-40 cents, finding support, and now it's jumped up nearly a 50% jump. I mean, we're talking about 50 cents, 60 cents jumping pretty fast from where it hit lows down here of 168. So we are seeing this stock approach back above a key area that things accelerated from $2 down to 115. Now it's retraced and retested up here, and now it needs to hold the $2 area. And if it can, the next breakout is above 233, and then there's a big gap to fill all the way up towards $3 and 332 of highs. And then above that is the small gap from 332 to 360. So the speculation is that the strength here is, as long as this bull indicator is holding on the 15-minute and on the 30-minute, the bull indicator that popped up here around 170, and then on the 1 hour, the bull indicator that popped up in the after hours yesterday at around 153, as long as those areas are holding up, which would be the $2, 170, and 150 area, and we see these bull indicators not get canceled on larger time frames, that is going to set the tone for a possible retest and retracement to key resistance levels. And that's what I'm going to be watching for, because on the lower time frame, there's a lot of volatility, but the 15-minute and up, we have pretty strong bull indicators above the 150 area. And we're up here near 215, and the highs recently was 231. So not that far off of that 233 level. And in the live action, it is trying to push back up towards it, sitting at 216 right now. Now, the next stock on this list is a stock that had news today, and it went parabolic. So the stock is ARMP stock. Aramata's blood infection drug shows positive results in mid-stage trial. So this was a big deal for the stock. It came out today in the middle of the day talking about how it did compared to the 25% in the placebo group, and it went ahead and had a jump. There you see it soaring up 95%, sitting at 678, but that wasn't where the run slowed down. That was where it just began. It took all the way off to $16. So if it was up 100% nearly around the $6-7 area, and it jumped up another $8 to $10, right there you're seeing a nice 3 to 4x move within just hours. And it has to do with the news that came out today. This is a big deal for the stock. Now, the stock did a full transition from the red area of bars to bright green bars back to back, and now it's hit a red area as well, as we like to call it, the dip area. And we use our bull and bear indicators as extra layers of confirmation, as well as our inflow versus outflow. And you could see it there popping up on the screen. Some of the members' experiences using 42 Vision and maximizing within the volatility. And you can experience this as well. The link is down below in the description and top pinned comment to join us, and we look forward to getting you guys connected. So this stock, after running, yes, it has fallen pretty fast, but now we want to see if it could hold a support above $5, okay? If it were to drop really fast, $5 is a crucial area, because then there's a small gap there between the 340, 350 area to $5 to watch. But if $5 can hold, I'll be watching if this bear indicator up here that popped up at 1277 can get canceled, and try to bring those inflows up and get that momentum going. Because on the 15-minute, a bear indicator popped up as well. But this is the time to be watching a stock like this, because the news came out, and more news can come out in the next few days, or momentum can pick back up of more people finding out about this news and the value getting priced in. And yes, today it was a big run, but if it can hold that $5 area, that'll be pretty cool there. If it breaks it, I would be watching how fast it falls to the 450 area, and if there's any support along the way. And we're talking about bull indicators trying to pop up on the lower time frames, because on the 3-minute there's still a bear indicator, and on the 1-minute there's a strong bear indicator here since $8. So it has hit multiple white with red borders, and this is usually that dip area of weakness. If this support can hold here of 650, that'll be crucial. But if it were to break down quickly to $5, that'll be an area to really watch, or ignore this, right? Because that's the risk with penny stocks. You want to ignore them when it doesn't make sense, right? Because if bear indicators are not getting canceled and they continue to stay on the chart, there's really nothing to watch anymore, right? We're just talking about stocks that came out with really positive news, had a big move, and it already has the staircase effect formed here, right? You have inflows that came in here and pushed it up, and now we need to find support above that level so that it could be the new floor, because if not, then it could just collapse down to the same place where it started, or even go lower. But if a new floor could be made slightly above that, and that's what I'm saying, anything below $5, I wouldn't even watch it. And if it could hold that 650 area, which is the actual support that pushed it back up to 934, we can be in a staircase effect here. And on that bounce back up, or trying to push back up to the upside, this needs to get canceled, but not just on the 1-minute, but on multiple time frames. And that's where our bull and bear indicators add that extra layer of confirmation. And I'll be watching also those inflows if they could cross the midpoint as well. Now, the last one on this list is a penny stock that has soared 10x. We're talking about, this was a big move from down below $1 all the way up north of $7. And it's a meme stock. And a lot of people are stating that the squeeze is not over, and this could be the next PLTR squeeze. I mean, it has been pretty parabolic itself already, but it stated that if it can hold, squeezing higher again could push these shorts that haven't covered around the $3 and $4 area to go ahead and accelerate this up again. I mean, this has gone up in the last 3 days from down here at around $1, okay, to all the way up to 893, 887 area. And then down here when it was sitting flat, it was sitting at around 52 cents, guys. This is a 10x, 15x plus mover in just a few days. A lot of shorts are getting squeezed out of their positions. A lot of selling here, right? This is profit taking, shorts coming back in. That's typical here within the volatility of a stock like this. Again, penny stocks do have a lot of risk, not financial advice. These are just my opinions in these videos. But this is definitely one you do not want to have out of your watch list if you don't have it already. Okay, because on this big pullback, a support can be found. Again, the same thing as I stated in the last part of the video with the last stock is we want to see a support higher than where it was down here, right? So if it could hold 198 or it could hold 93 cents before collapsing back down to the 50-cent area, there may be a chance for bulls to reappear and bounce it back up. Now, right now, the support today is a crucial level here. Why? Because yesterday, it sat flat around the 250 to 270 area, and that's where it accelerated into the close and into the after hours yesterday. And now we bounced there. We hit near those levels at $4, right? Bouncing from 270 to $4, and it's back down trying to hold above 320, sitting at 341. So just look how fast that bounce from the 290s to 418 it was. Okay, that is nearly a 20 to 30% plus move in just a matter of minutes to an hour. So any momentum back up, this could quickly start to move. But the first thing to look for is, well, there's a bear indicator on the 15-minute at 672, and that told us why this move to the upside was not justifiable. So that's another thing about 42 vision. It allows you to see why moves are not justifiable and why certain moves are dominating. Because in the lower time frames, if we zoom in, the 3-minute, yes, it had a bull indicator in that moment, but it quickly got canceled. And the 5-minute also had a bull indicator, but the one telling us the bigger picture was the 15-minute. And when you go all the way to the 30-minute, it was sitting, yes, under a bull indicator, but looking kind of weak, and then it got confirmed here around 624. So the one that really painted the picture here of why this rejection up here happened and things slowed down at the $7 area was this bear indicator, and then the lower time frames just confirmed it as they compounded and added that further confirmation, and look how fast that move accelerated. Now, we've done a full move as well from the bright green bars to wire forward borders, as I like to call the dip area. So holding support here is going to be crucial, and then breaking back above that resistance of 425 where things slowed down, and also the acceleration of where this bar actually started to fall fast was near 425 to 427. And then on top of that, we want a bull indicator to pop up on that move back up, and then volume picking up with it, right? And that's the inflows. We want to see them cross the midpoint and actually start to dominate so that the bulls are back in control. And the higher this goes, the more possible squeeze that can happen, because the shorts are getting squeezed out of their positions and they have to start covering, and it starts compounding very, very quickly. Now, you do want to keep in mind as well that some of the fastest moves to the upside have happened in the after hours and pre-market. This is just my 2 cents. Throughout the day, it moves pretty fast, but it only moved from around $2 to 362. And today alone, in the volatility, the fastest that happened is it dropped. On the way up, it's been a lot slower than how fast it dropped in one single day. So that is something to always remember about penny stocks, because that is shorts going ahead and repiling in, and then also profit taking, right? Creating that selling pressure or hitting those stop losses people have in place, and then they just keep compounding on top of each other. So now that it's down here, We want a real support to be formed, and that 262 level is going to be crucial. If that gets broken through, down here near $2 is going to be so important. If that gets broken through, then I would completely ignore this until momentum picks back up. But right now, with the amount of momentum it's had all the way to the upside, and now it pulled back really fast, this is definitely one to have on our radar as traders to watch in this consolidation, and if supports can be found and if confirmations of bullishness start to appear. And that's what I'm going to look for with the 42 vision indicators. And if you guys want to be able to see that live, again, that link is down below in the description to get connected. As always, guys, thank you guys so much for watching, and let's make some money.